say the shy eye. Okay, let me suppose shy eye. Yeah. How will it happen? Hey, oh, hey, fresh. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Yeah. Hey, mommy, oh, hey, yeah. Don't happen, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Yeah. Now, yeah, yeah. Before she crossed my way, yeah. He say like my man, oh, yeah. Yeah. When I was so far, yeah. No woman come around, yeah. They don't rest now, yeah. People that will see you, yeah. Go find your own, yeah. No space for you here. If you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. Hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Yeah. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Where the good girls were just so rock. Alright, baby. Like a rock, the only one who rock. 16 bitches, fake bitches who wanna be fuck. Tired of rock, they can shit, so now grab the wig. Oh my gosh! Oh God! You say, ew, ew, ew. Hey! Now yeah, I did, JJ, before she come cross my way. Hey! He said na my man he wants. When things rough, I not see them. Now Pepe don't rest. Now different yash I can't they see. Oh Mochila! That is another one from Lady Fresh. It is titled The Guy Is Mine. You can find is included in the Unapologetically a Woman's album. So you can go to districtkid.com, even in your YouTube, download for $1. All right. So hi everybody. Hope you are all doing wonderfully well, and hope you are excited, huh? So once again, I'd like to welcome you all to Unapologetically a Woman. Wow, so today I will be talking about, I have like 20 questions for change in Nigeria. So I'm going to be talking about certain things I think we can change in Nigeria. Okay? So folks, without wasting much of your time, let's get started. Woo! So first, hello, hope this is working. Okay, good. So first, I want to draw your attention to the Nigerian Labour Act. Because I keep wondering, when I visited Nigeria. So when you go to eateries, you go to hotels, you go to the airport, you go to a lot of places, right? I keep seeing the same faces like every other day, like every other day. So I was wondering, how many hours do folks work in Nigeria? Yeah. So I went through the labor law, the Labor Act. I saw that, okay, if a worker is at work for more than 6 hours, that worker must be given at least an hour rest time. Yeah? So that is how it is stipulated in the Labor Act. So, but I found out that most of these places I visited, you keep seeing the same face 24/7. 7 days a week, 24 hours every day. You know, so I was able to speak with some of the workers because I was curious, you know, out of curiosity. I wanted to know how many hours do people work in Nigeria. You know what I mean? Because it is like, okay, you know, don't people go on break? Don't people have off days? So please, whoever is in charge of this, I want please folks, share this video so that it gets to somebody who can make changes. Because I see that when you go to restaurant, people are there, they are working like jackals, they're working like machines. People don't have off days. And how much are they paying them? Peanuts. You know, so you can't just work a human being out. That is slavery. You know, you can't work them to the extent of like they don't have a life. You know, there should be the hours stipulated in the Labor Act should be respected. But if you go to nearly every place in that country, people work more than their strength. You know, so I just wanted to bring that to people's notice that how many hours do people work in Nigeria? So when you keep seeing the same face and you ask them, is today not your off day? When is your off day? And they say, I don't have off. And then you say, oh, I saw you in the morning. This afternoon you're here. And then in the evening when you're coming back, they're still there. So you keep wondering, don't you close? You've been here since like 8 a.m. or 9 in the morning. Come on, you all. So I think it's something we need to look into, okay? I have to be really fast about this video because I don't want it to be too long. Okay, so another question I have, another thing I want to talk about is the act of power failure when a bank transaction is going on. So you go to the bank, you know, trying to withdraw some money or whatever transactions that takes you to the bank, you know. So all of a sudden, the light goes off. And then you are waiting for God knows how long when the light will come back. I just think it is not ideal. We can do more than that, you know. So bankers, you know, you have to do something about that. You know, it is not, it does not tell good. Where you are taking money, they are taking light. Come on, please. You know, so yeah, so another thing is what I really don't understand concerning banking in Nigeria is, for example, you go to the bank and you are using your ATM, right? And then you slot your ATM card in. All of a sudden, again, they take light. So there's no light, and then the ATM, your card is tucked inside, and then you have to wait. Long story short, by the time the light comes back, you have waited forever, and then the light comes back, and you are expecting the money to come back or to continue the transaction. The machine says, oh, you've already collected your money, and you didn't collect a dime. You know, so it happened to me, and my cousin that was there was saying, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever for them to rectify because they can't just rectify it, you know, instantly. I have to fill forms, I have to come back, they have to do their investigations and all that I don't want to swear, BS, okay? So I said, okay, I'm not going to wait for that. I did not take any money. I don't live in this country. So I need my money and I need it now. You know, so I had to go into the bank. The managers, everybody, they were up to their game, trust me. And it was rectified for me. So, but other people complained too and said, oh, maybe it's because of me. People have had that situations and they will tell them, come today, come tomorrow, come next tomorrow. And before you know it, people get tired and they don't come again. They forget their money. So I think that is not fair. For somebody to be going through at the middle of a transaction, there is power failure. Your card gets tucked inside and then you can't withdraw money. You wait, the power comes back, and then you're trying to continue with the transactions where you stopped. And all of a sudden, the ATM machine is saying you took money and you didn't take a dime, and the bank cannot just do the investigation immediately to give you your funds. So if it's an emergency situation where you need that money, what do? You go borrow it? Please, guys, look into it. It is not fair. And then after the transaction, the bank says, do you want a receipt? Yes or no? You press, I want a receipt, and the bank never brings receipt. People around will say, oh, that's what the banks usually say. They don't give receipts here. Why do you have to ask if I need a receipt when you don't give one? I think that is not fair too, okay? And then the worst of it all is you go into a bank, you want to have a one-on-one transaction with a cashier or with a manager or with somebody, or you, whatever transaction you want to go for, because you have your money there or you want to put money there, right? And then guess what? You are seated on a chair, and then the person that is attending to you is in the other part. And then you have by your right hand side somebody else you don't know is there. Another person is seated in your left hand side you don't know. And guess what? The person you're having the transaction with is asking you your bank account number. And then you say, oh, madam, what will be that your account number again? You are calling it out. The person that is attending to you, the banker that is attending to you, is typing it in. Whereas these other two people, they are using their ears to collect the information. Some of them are already on their phone. You don't know if they are typing it in. Okay? And then say, okay, how much did you say you wanted? You say it. And maybe those people, their head will go like this or their head will go like this. Whatever it is, they know you have money there. And then we complain that there is robbery, so you don't know. The people can go tell their friends, text their friends, call their friends. They are waiting for you outside. So why do I have to be talking about giving my bank data, talking about my monetary, having a monetary discussion with somebody in the bank who is attending to me, who is a banker, and other people are listening that has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the transaction? Why do they have to listen? I don't get it. Why do they have to know how much I've taken, how much I'm giving? What are my names? What are my bank data? Come on, stop! Nigeria, you guys should act well. That's not good. You should be more organized, one person at a time. The world is not going to end. The night is not going to turn to day, and day is not going to turn to night if people wait for their turn. Okay? So I don't think it is right at all for you to be attending to three people. And then guess what? While she's attending to you or he's attending to you, they're asking the other person too. Bros, what you say be your number two? They are typing it in. So you that is there, you are listening to that person's phone. The other one is listening. No. That is a no. Okay? Even while using ATM machine, there should be some amount of distance, some substantial distance between one person to the other. You don't just go stampede someone and then the person is... We are talking about money. Here you don't even know what your friends are making. You don't even know what your colleagues are making. Nobody wants to tell you how much they are making. So when I have all my money secretly banked in somewhere and I'm going to withdraw it, you have 2-3 people seated by me, listening when I'm having this transaction with you. No, you guys need to be more organized, okay? And there should be some substantial distance, and it's one person at a time. No taking of light when money thing is going on, okay? So I think we should look into that. Which other thing? Yes. So another thing I want to talk about is the same thing, almost the same thing happening in the airports, right? At the airports. So first, they have this lineup. People never wait for their turn. Never. So you are standing on the line. You wait for your turn. It's difficult for you to even get to your turn because you meet 3 or 4 people before you on the line, and then they've already attended to 20 people because some are coming from here, some are coming from here, some are coming from your head. They are attending to them. And then when you finally say, okay, can you attend to me, please? Because you don't know how to... You are not used to fighting to get to your turn. You wait, right? And then guess what I experienced? Apart from people coming left and right, talking over me, coming under me, everywhere, and I could not just get my message across or ask questions or inquire why I went there. And then there was this man standing behind me. So you see, when people are jam-packed like that, you as a woman, you need to watch your body. You need to understand your body. When something is wrong, you need to know that something is not going well, no matter the crowd, right? So there was this man bomber to bomber behind to me. And I'm like, okay, maybe because they are pushing him. So I decided to move a little, right? When you change position. So you see the MF changed position too. he changed position too and came close to me. So you can imagine, you should, come on, yeah. The airport that day was like, hey, I'm not having it. Are you for real? Huh? Are you guys for real? Like I'm standing, you are there with your thing behind me. You know, I felt something in my body and I turned and I said, okay, let me move. Let me move a little and give him space. This idiot and MF turned and came straight to me again. You know, because there was a lot of people there. And then I had to, I had to do what I got to do. And you know what I did? Like, hold him accountable and I said, back off, MF. And then, yeah, everybody was saying, oh, sorry, madam, sorry, madam. Sorry for what? This koro afternoon, I'm being sexually abused. Say because I come line in an international airport. Come on, I'm not having this. So after pleading, you know, so I said, you know what? It was very embarrassing. I just think it's not fair. And all this is because people don't wait for their turn. People don't wait for their turn. You see another man's wife, you are going there to stamp her back, her I don't want to mention it, with your thing. All in the name of you are in the line. You see beautiful women, you just want to go use body. You don't have to have body. Why do I have to let your body touch mine? I don't know you from Adams. Huh? So, folks, you need to stay on top of your game. That is not government's problem now. I've been at Buhari still cause that one. Make una organize at the airport, especially, which is a face to the city or the country you are going into. There's a lot of people traveling. People are coming from different parts of the world. If it was here, guess what? Your ass will be on handcuffs. How can you come and use your body to stampede me behind? To the extent I'm feeling you are already like getting there. Are you for real? You know, so please, you guys should make sure you put the right mechanisms in place to make people safe, okay? To make people safe. So you can't be on the queue and people are not waiting for their turn. The worst part of it, the man-on-man politics is even one of the problems, because you are there forever waiting for your turn and somebody comes and they just want to be attended to. Very impatient society. Why is it like that? I just think you guys need to step up to your game. Huh? And again, when you are traveling within the country, so if your flight is like 3 p.m. in the afternoon, that is what it says in your ticket, that you're traveling 3 p.m. and then you have to be at the airport 9 a.m. because the flight can travel at 12. So it is not a like stable time, you know. So they can decide to travel at 10, they can decide to travel 12, even when you have 3 p.m. in your ticket, written on your ticket, right? So I just think that is not fair. People have to wait that long to travel, you know, for just 1 hour. And then guess what? When you get to the other destination, the conveyor is not working because there's no power. They take light. After you are traveling at 3 p.m., you are at the airport at 10. And they can cancel the flight anytime without notice. And then can move anytime without notice. And then you finally find your ass inside the plane. You get to your destination, the next city you're traveling to. You are waiting for your luggage to come in. And then the conveyor is not bringing the luggage because there's no power. And then you have to wait for another 2 hours. Are you guys for real? Huh? Are you guys for real? So I just think that is not fair. And I think it's something you need to really look at for, okay? Passengers cannot pay that much to travel and then go through those processes of lack of organization, which is not their fault. So I think you should again put the right mechanisms in place to make your customers and passengers' life safe and comfortable. You know, let them get the what for what they are paying for. That is not something Buhari have to come and do for you, or that is not something the governors have to do for you. You have to do it yourself. Most of these airlines are privately owned. And then the workers, you too can start something. You don't need to wait for Oga. Oga does not have all the sense. When you see indiscipline going on, you need to try to do something. When you see there is no respect for turns, you need to look for something to put where people can pass here, pass there, and then they can't go through the other side. And then you can put a notice somewhere and say, wait for your turn, one by one. When people are coming, you say, I'm not attending to anybody. I need you to be one by one, to come in one-on-one. You know, and like that too, your work will be much more easier instead of being so overwhelmed when people are jam-packing and then you don't know how to be composed. That will help you too, okay? So I think it's something we need to look into. Another question I have is, okay, when you get to every airport in Nigeria, you need to take a trolley, right, to push your luggage from point A to B. Some airports are really like close, where the cars are parked outside, and from where you take your luggages, and then they charge you 300, 400 naira to take one. Here we take it for free. You know, it's at the airport. It's at the airport, for crying out loud. So when people come to the airport, with what do you want them to pick their things and then go outside and put it in their car? You know, so fine, you're charging 300 naira for each passengers that pass through there, or 400 naira for anyone who wants to take a buggy, who wants to take a trolley, right? But guess what? You go to the washroom, they're all in shambles. They are all so disgusting. There's not even a tissue paper. And some of them, you have kettle with water for people to wash their butt. Come on, you all. Please, there are people in charge of these things. Please look into it. Look into it. Airport should be a beautiful place. It should be neat, especially the washrooms. Should be neat. You know, especially Nigerians, we travel a lot, and there's a lot of people coming from all around Europe, coming from North America, coming from Asia, coming from Middle East, coming from a lot of places. And so when you get to that place, after the long journey, you want to quickly use the washroom, you can't go in, because it is disgusting, and there's no tissue, and you guys keep collecting money. So I think it's something you need to look into. I don't want to mention airports names, okay, but I think it's a commonality in that place. Yes, so excuse me. Oh my God. With the lightnings, water is sweet. I like drinking water. Okay. So as I was saying, yeah. So now I want to talk about the fashion world. You see, our Ankara is now known worldwide. It's an African symbol, you know. So, and I'm really happy. I'm very proud of those designers and everyone that is putting the work in to make sure that our Ankara go far and wide. Okay, but please, there is something I want to mention, folks. When we are representing something that belongs to us, we need to represent it well. We need to package it well, okay, so that it will be ours. We have 1,000,001 things that has been stolen from us. We have 99 things stolen from us that other people now assigned their name to. So this Ankara business that is out there in the world, that is going globally, we should hold it and hold it tight. So I went to Nigeria and I saw that the mannequins, you know, where they display our Ankara style. So after making this beautiful Ankara, you know, that symbol of Africa, now you now wear it on an Asian mannequin, or you wear it on a Caucasian mannequin. Excuse me. To me, it does not make sense. When I go to the shops in Paris, I go to the shops in Madrid, London, England, or New York, or even here in Canada, I don't see where all the boutiques and the shops, they have mannequins that looks like me. No. They have mannequins that represent their people. And I'm sure if you go to Asia too to shop, you will see mannequins that represent people from there. So I don't get it why we will be sewing our Ankara, doing our adire, portraying that African culture, and then we wear it on people who don't look like what we are doing. Does it make sense? It is commonsensical to see that, okay, I'm doing this. I wear it in the person that you are envisaging will wear it. So if you're envisaging that somebody who looks like me is the one that you are selling it to, you should be able to portray a woman who actually look my color. Okay? So I just think it's something we need to look into. Those colonial symbols, you know, we should try to refrain from it sometimes, especially when it has to do with us. Okay? So Oyibo don't thief many things from us when they go write their name put. You don't fit carry our Ankara again the way Oyibo maniki for outside everywhere you go. Now Oyibo maniki, and then people from Chichi area, you know, from Asia, na them. So our children are watching, our children are looking, so that these people too they wear the thing, not before us. So I beg, one una won't portray wetin we do for Nigeria and wetin we do for Africa. Make una they put our people saying that they wear them. All those slave masters paradigm and colonial symbols. I take God beg una make we try to remove and small, okay? It not work. It not work. One are the remover. And again, I still another thing where they surprise me. Our lawyers, they are still wearing wig. You know? They are still wearing wig, which are all colonial symbols. So I don't know, colonial symbol and construct. So I don't know if it is extremely important. It is very relevant for lawyers to still be wearing wigs. Because if you go, if you go London, England, or even here in Canada, the ECOWAS countries and the Commonwealth, you know, they're not, they wear wig. Not only Nigeria, I see they say that they wear wig, and other some African countries. Yeah, nice they wear wig. So I don't know why when they see they wear the wig. My learned people, I beg, no not throw away that wig. Because they remove small for all those things. And as soon I go soon look into that our constitution. That constitution, many things they wanna go overhaul. Because the time when they draw and down, they don't look what they happen now. Many things. That one a story for another day, Sha. But that wig. That wig, all those ones, the people who even introduce the wig, they know they wear them again. They know they wear them again. So, I bet we look into them, my learned people, I too love you now, I beg. Yeah. Excuse me. So, another thing we I want talk about now be bleaching. My dear, bleaching, you go think say by now the art of bleaching it go don't stop, but no, now it come worst. For 2020 now bleaching come dey in vogue. For 70s and 80s we grow come meet all those auntie dem where they bleach, where bleach to the extent you go to see their veins, right? You go see the veins green. You go see their face here purple, here yellow, here blue, everywhere for their body patch, stretch mark from here, long reach here, you know. So that time in the 80s at least, now that real peak of modernity, the peak of modernity where you see Nigerian women that they discovered, the African women in general were discovering themselves. Like, you know, back in the day, Madonna, you know, was the symbol here where they used to deliver that colonial thing to the world. Say, oh, women start go to smoke that Virginia slims, you know, now you say you belong, you get to yellow, pin your body according to Niger terms, yellow. So everybody wanted to live that life. They peel body up and down. But come on. That time we don't get TV. That time now one person go get TV for street. Everybody go stand for window, they watch. You know? So but now there is internet. People are more conscious. We get plenty television. They watch plenty things, and yet people still want bleach for this age of consciousness. For this jet age where you know say black is beautiful. Not mind me, oh. Me too, I bleached those days, oh. But that was my young days when I was in my, that kind 18, 20, 20 something, right? Early 20s. Because now waiting I can't see all those auntie then they do. Now waiting day for my time too in the 80s where we they, you know, we they, you know, get down too, right? Then after then, I said, no, bleach waiting. I get to embrace my blackness. And the worst part of it, the auntie they were supposed to they tell the young stars, say, "But could I not bleach or you go get accident with bleaching." And then when you're getting old, you don't have enough skin to cover the bleaching. Bleaching will cause different disease. But now, they bleach to the extent that they pee themselves like Shaki. Minister of Health, I beg. You get to put a mechanism in place to bust every salon for that Nigeria to check people where they do that thing. And our men, why not they encourage the women? When you get a woman way black, he go the peep, he come out for money black. He they come house in the night, he purple, turn to Oyibo all of a sudden. Don't peel face, peel everywhere. And you still accept him. You supposed to protest. When I marry you or when I date with you, you wear black. That blackness now I like. So which one you go peel body here? When you marry, you say, okay, this is not my partner. And he come out in the morning, the next thing he go pump breast, go put silicone, come back. You get the right to divorce him immediately. Me tell you, say me not like the boobs the way it be. Why you go put silicone? It's enough for divorce. Because you they deceive the man like that. That is not who the man fell in love with. So una not supposed to they take those nonsense. If una not they take those nonsense, most of our women they go stop. They go stop all this artificialness. Too much artificialness. They go stop them. People they turn into barbecue pig. All in the name say they want to look beautiful. Whereas you go come with body odor, smell, filthiness. I tell God beg you. Black is pretty. Black is beautiful. So make una try to stop all those bleaching, okay? With all the accident wey bleaching dey cause for skin, una still dey go. The una artificialness, e no come get grade, e no come get limit. Na so you go see some wey go fix eyelashes, e go be like bitter leaf. Go fix eyelashes, go be like bitter leaf, and then you don't know how they take they see. And before they reach 60 years, they go soon they blind. You know, so people get to wake up. You gotta wake up. And you know, say Nigeria we too much. Now we plenty pass for Africa now. We they set the pace, others they follow. Okay? We are the big sisters to other countries. You know? So some things they will be say if we start them, you go see say the whole Africa go arrange. Another thing too, now the forming of accents for TVs. Yes. When you on Nigerian television, you're gonna hear phone. People want phone. Can you imagine that? For Nigeria. We don't say English in our national language, and a lot of us we are educated, okay? But then, come on, you all. If they're not born you here, why you want phone? It's like me coming out now. I want to talk to my Nigeria people. I don't speak pidgin English again. I do like say no be Nigeria they born me. Say because I don't dare abroad for almost 3 decades. Then I'll come back and how am I go feel now? And they try to bring my level to the way where everybody go understand me plainly. If I did my work, you get the crowd where I go there, I go say, okay, I get the way I get to talk certain ways for people to understand me. And sometimes I don't care, and they talk and the way it come out from my under. Okay? Because as you say me get accent, now so you get accent too. Which one can be the correct accent? So I go talk, and if you don't understand me too, I dey try to understand you. So you get to try to understand me. That be Canada. Many people they will not speak the English. They go speak and the way they know, and you too you go try to understand them, especially if you they work for where you they see people. You understand? And where you dey attend to people, you go learn to listen. Any accent, the people they come from India now, people they come from China, you know as those one they speak English. You get to put it here down and listen. So, but that apart, wetin I dey talk say for the Naija own, I know say a lot of people dey away from here, wey dey born here, right? Come go back to Nigeria, so they get that accent, okay? So, but I understand that. Say the way that they talk English is different. But you wey dey born for Naija, which one be all this fussy, or na the TV station force you say you must talk like that? They force you. Yeah, beg. Now Nigerian people you dey address when you dey talk news or when you dey do something. So let your people feel they understand you. That's just what I want to say. They ridiculous to say you dey force accent. No, talk like say you dey Nigeria, so that people go understand you better. Okay. Okay. Another thing too, say television, media, na something wey dey take, it dey help for a lot of colonization. When you want colonize people, you want people to follow certain things, you want people to do certain, they say Yankee, all those Hollywood thing, where people they see for TV, they see hip hop, they see people they follow up. But if you go there, sometimes it not be like that. But at the packaging, right? So Nigeria that the big we get the population. We already get the stand everywhere where we land, everywhere where we go. We they represent. So I want to make the people where be say they show face for TV, the anchors, people in the anchor programs, newscasters and all that. Maybe they mostly try to they patronize our things. They wear our traditional clothes. They wear our traditional clothes. They do our different kinds of traditional hair. And not to say we not go fist weave. Yes, me too. I dey fist weave sometimes. I dey wear crazy things. But guess what? On my day-to-day life, now my natural hair for the last 3 years. Now my natural hair. Okay? And say here, no time. You work 24/7, Monday to Friday. Weekends, you go do family own. You go come do grocery, clean house, do this. Before you know it, girl, no time. So to go sit down, call a braid sometimes, it's difficult. And that's why you see, and with the code, with braids, code the entire head. So you go just wear the wig. Oh yeah, and I go you there. But on our way, day Africa. How much for braiding? You fit dey your house, you call somebody for market, he come braid am for you. But una no go rest. Now una go patronize artificial thing pass. Now una go patronize hair wey no be una own pass. I know say make una no dey wear am, because I know say e dey difficult after they don already colonize us, say oyibo hair wey dey stretchy, na e fine pass. All of us dey wear am, including me, right? But what I'm saying is we can do away with it, and make we let our hair, the time when we take dey wear such hair, be just 10% of our time, right? When I mean 10%, use your own black hair more, 80 to 90% more than using all those fake hair. Use your eyelashes, you can grow it more than all those ones where they long like a wolowo leaf, all those bitter leaf, ogu leaf, way long, water leaf long anyhow. All those ones, don't work. This fakeness, over patronizing artificial stuff. Everything fake. Where that organic woman again? Day again. Sometimes you feel enhance the beauty with certain things, but when you don't too much, makeup go this side, eyelashes go that side, face nails, it be like say you dey go a Dracula movie. Come on, I tell God beg una. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is we should patronize more of our things. And say television a powerful tool. So if we get people where we say a lot of folks like for our Nollywood industry, right? Television programs, entertainment, make una dey patronize more of our local stuff. Okay? Or they patronize more of our local stuff. So that people too go they know say yes, na Nigeria we dey set the pace, make others they follow. Not feel they copy. We don't tire now. People like me, if I come Nigeria, when they go to spree. It's annoying because for more than how many years now so spree are they here? So that is it. Okay. Make a quick talk about driving in Nigeria. So we know say there's a lot of craziness about driving in Nigeria. Hello. Still working, right? Okay. There's a lot of craziness about driving in Nigeria, okay? So, but what I don't understand is emergency, so like if ambulance now is supposed to be that emergency kind of situation where cars, everybody go park for the ambulance to pass immediately to go rescue life, right? So, but I find that say, can I put this thing well, may not go spoil my video. hello. Okay, it's good, excuse me. So, but I find that say, no be ambulance, now they declare road for Nigeria. They declare road for military, where be say, not be say they rush go war. Not be say they rush go for emergency situation, because if you need to call law enforcement for citizen wahala, na police that they call. So but they talk of soldiers wey be say when they drive they come, everybody they on panic mode. If you not clear for road, they go beat the living daylight out of you. They go tell you to roll inside poto. That is what I'm talking about. Why it be like that? I think you guys should look into it. It is not sensible to do that, okay? Say everybody declare road for soldier. Even when hold up day, even when traffic day, people want jam, kill each other to clear road, make soldier not beat them. Where soldier they hurry they go? Soldier the ambulance. If you want see as they clear road here. Now when ambulance don't put that light, they come. Wherever you dey, even if you dey cross as a pedestrian, you go wait. Everybody go right hand side. Wherever you dey for the ambulance to pass. And I saw the same thing too if firefighters they pass. Because na real emergency situation. And they no go fit put on that light if not be emergency. Or say maybe they just they drive, they go on a regular day. Then they say go wait for their turn for road. Okay? So, but I don't know why for Nigeria, people get to fall inside gutter. People get to fight themselves. People get to fight how they go take jump, come on for Roman soldier pass. They should put an end to that nonsense. Okay? So, if the tax, now everybody they pay, and the road now for everybody should respect everybody. Don't use your uniform to oppress nobody. Okay? Wait for your turn. Pass. Go behind other cars the way everybody they pass. You are not on an emergency mission. Okay? So all those nonsense wey dey happen since 1920, you guys should stop it. Another thing is nearly everywhere you go, people want bribe. This corruption, what would they talk so say, hey, government corrupt, oh, the other one corrupt, oh. No. Now from the head to the tail of the fish, now it corrupt for that country. Every corner, every nook and cranny where you go, people won't beg. Even say they put notice for most of those commercial places now in Nigeria, say you're not supposed to give money, extra money to anybody, or bribe. Say bribe na crime, bribe is illegal. The workers there, they still get corner way where they go take collect money from you. Most of them don't talk to corporate beggars. Excuse my language. They go beg in a subtle way underground. They panhandle every corner with style. Oh, auntie, you fine, oh. Auntie, bless us, oh. God go bless you, auntie. Auntie, bless us as God don't bless you. They get different technique. To the extent, if you they go out, you come they look, say, okay, the place where you they go, the person where they will go attend to you, they pay them. If they receive salary, but yet he wants to beg. He wants extra money. We know say the money where they get in, they rich, because when you dey a country where we say now you they provide everything for yourself. Go reach water where they drink. How much you say they won't pay you where go rich? You where you even carry dollar from here, go change for that side. Money not rich. Money not rich. when you not ready to dey house, they buy gen and all those things, you dey hotel, you go know how far now, how many dollars you go to change every day. So you can imagine. I understand, but sometimes it's just that it's so irritating that, because when you are no longer used to that, you go to offices here, they attend to you, they render you favor, you get emergency situation, you go there, go tell them, say, I'm really in a hurry, I need your help immediately, I can't wait any longer. Somebody say, okay, let me hear you out. Say, okay, something I can do, come to my office, I help you do it. All you need to say, I'm so grateful, thank you so much, I won't forget this, thank you. And you walk away, and the person will say, oh, you are welcome, it's my job. It's my job. But for Naija, once you say thank you, you suppose put hand for pocket, bring money out. It's not fair. So I think this thing is two ways. We can't just blame the people too, but I think it's becoming a culture. We dey normalize them, which I think is a problem. It is problematic if we think, say, okay, we get to normalize, and in every place where we dey work, we get to dey ask for extra money. We start, they beg. They pay you salary. So sometimes most of these clients, they are not comfortable with such practices. And government too go look that 30,000 una say una wan pay, so una try, una do well, but e no reach nothing. 30,000 go dey good if una dey provide constant electricity, if children dey go school, free education till secondary school level, if hospitals dey, for free, healthcare, so if you look 30,000 person wey get children, now that 30,000, from that 30,000 e go pay house rent, e go send children to school, e go eat, pikin come sick inside or carry am go hospital. Abeg, I no wan go there. I tell God, beg una, make una try to rectify all those things, because sometimes all these na social issues that I think say we as citizens too, we fit do our part. Then government too, make una do una own to support good behavior. Because where poverty plenty, people no come dey know how to behave. They go use any which way to find money to meet up. Suffer too much, make una do una part, okay? So let's try to change certain things. We be say, we don't say, okay, e no good. We try to change them. The things where we know say we as citizens of that nation, e go good for us. We're not supposed to wait for government. It's like you eat finish now, everything, you carry all the dirty, go put for center of road. Another person eat it, throw away like that. Before you know it, that road don't block. Even if government repair the road, it go block, it go still spoil. So we too, we get to try our part to make sure, say, we dey fight the corruption too. We dey fight bad behavior. And we dey more organized. Like a civil society. Okay? So, yeah, make we try to do our part. That's just what I'm saying. There's certain things there too where we're not supposed to wait for government. Not be government go do everything. Government no dey do everything for person. Some things dey where you two get to do for yourself. And if you see say things they go bad, you two get to come up as a good citizen to change them. And if you know say, oh, you good for something, like they say 1 hour, 2 hours of your time, use and take contribute for betterment of the country. Okay? Yeah, so yeah, in a nutshell, let's be good to ourselves and to our communities and to our country, Naija. We don't get to another country where we dey go. Naija na for all of us. Okay? And all of una wey dey here like me, they say, oh, this woman is also Naija they talk of. No worry. May God not let somebody come from nowhere come to say, okay, all of una wey get passport wey they not born here. We don't need una again. Make una go na country, una fit come dey visit. Una children who na born here, una fit live. And that's how una go know now. Lord, they change every day now. You hope Bali here no me say, okay, oh boy, maintain oh, Nigeria our own now, representing. Oh, my people, thank you all once again for listening to me. I hope I didn't bore you so much with this video. It's long. Thank you for your patience. And yes, always remember that this is a woman's place for changing all that is no longer acceptable. So tonight again, before I forget, I'm just being unapologetically a woman. solution. And always remember that if you are not part of the solution, you are the problem. So my people, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel on Apologetically a Woman. Like me on Facebook, the Never on My Watch page. Share my video, invite your friends to join us, and you can go to my website www.neveronmywatch to join the movement, to register. Together we can make changes that will affect positively the lives of women, girls and children in Africa and in Nigeria at large. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.